All right, it's your boy Kamal Hart on the chart, and today we're going bar by bar. Um, Today was really slow, so there's not really going to be too much to talk about. I didn't actually take any trades on the ES today. I just focused on the NASDAQ futures. But we can still go through the chart lesson. Saw a few trades that might be worth taking. Just going to have to be patient here in the early morning. So starting off, I mean, this is a clear, pretty obvious what this is in terms of congestion. So we're going to wait to buy down here and sell up here. Same old story. We're going to get it started right here at 625. So, you get this higher low, but right into that uh, resistance. So that's not where you want to, it's not really where you want to take that trade. And it works, but that's not where I'm looking for it. Um, and now that we're breaking out, let's see if we get a breakout pullback or something like that. And that could be our next entry. And like right here, if we break above this bar, um, I'm not in love with it because of this inside bar and it's not really touching the EMA. But, I watched that this morning and I debated. I think it's just an aggressive trade. Um, but if you are, ready to hold on to that and manage it correctly, your stop would have to go below this signal bar down here. And if that was your strategy, you definitely get your scalp. So that was the first trade that I saw today. So as you can see, we kind of have this breakout and a move. So let's measure our range, see if it gives us another target. I'll see that target's right there on the highs. Get that nice bear bar. No shorts though. Here you get a little pullback, but that's not anything we're really looking for. That's right into the highs. That's not exactly the way we want to play it. Gonna break out, and I can see how this trend line is maybe a little flatter. So I'm gonna consider. What does this look like if we went maybe right off there instead. Might be a better trend. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Everything's inside. That makes this trade a little less favorable because it'd be coming off this high side. So pretty aggressive, but whatever. You get another pullback, but once again, you're right into these highs. You're not really off the EMA, but you are off the key entry point. Um, I struggle. Like sometimes these trades will work and then sometimes they won't. So it's hard to say when you should pick it. For the most part, I just skip them. Once I can't find a count off the bottom, I have to wait for a count off the top, and that's just the first entry. So I skip. And we keep going. Really, I just watched this thing creep up all day, and it went nowhere fast, pretty much. Try to get this right on that side. Yeah, so we got that. So I mean, the channel is still holding. That's really good. Still holding. You can see the congestion up there. Nothing, no trades. Got a breakout. Let's see if you get the breakout pullback. It didn't break below, but you can see how it went higher, then it came down, but it just never broke below. Still, I'm not really seeing, what I would say are entries. We're just going to have to be kind of patient. Maybe this could be leg one, and maybe that's leg two. So now you're getting a pullback right there. See this channel, this is going to be our first break. This is another trade that I watched happen. If you follow the rules explicitly, then this signal bar is no good because it broke above. But if you're keeping in mind that this trend is so strong, we've been waiting to get back to this EMA. A lot of people are buying right there. I think it's also really aggressive and probably a trade to skip in any circumstance that's not sort of like a really tight channel, the breakout, and a bounce off the EMA. That's a pretty strong bounce off that EMA. This might be the only scenario where I would, consider a trade like this. In a regular trend, I don't think so. You'd have to wait for that second entry. But this is just so strong. And, we do have a measured move up here. So maybe we're going to come and test up here. So that's kind of what I saw. Yeah, you get that measured move and see you get that little bit of stack up. That's a good sign that people exited their positions in this area. So once again, though, you got that. That's not, it's a double bottom, but not like a swing double bottom. This is a better double bottom because it kind of swings like that. And here's kind of a repeat pattern of this second entry over here, but really close to those highs. Not off the EMA. Just got to wait. And that would have done you good waiting there. Here's a second entry, but signal bar is not that great. 2 inside bars, a doji, no room to the highs. Gonna have to wait again. And it never breaks above, so no biggie. And then here I see the second entry long. If it breaks above here, I'd be willing to buy it. Even though we are starting to get a little bit of a trend, but we haven't closed below this EMA. Well, I guess on this bar we did close below it on this red bar and then even on this green bar. I just want to see maybe one more close below, which is like there. And yeah, we can just say this is probably a trend, maybe going down like through there or something. So we need to see the breakout and a retest or a reversal pattern off these new lows or whatever. So it keeps going lower. That's an interesting part. Look at that. Broke lower by 1 tick, get a big buy bar. Just 1 tick past that swing. That's interesting. Get this double. When I saw this, I didn't almost buy there, but I considered buying there. It's just not a setup, In this market, like I'd probably just look for longs, but it's just not a setup. It's moving too slow. I don't want to be stuck waiting on something like this. Get that pullback. Here's the higher low, but we kind of have this trend line coming down, so I wasn't sure if we were going to break above, then turn back down. And you have these triple tops right there. So it's kind of sketchy buying above those triple tops. I'm just going to wait for the reversal pattern. And then right there, you get the reversal pattern. There's a lot of stack up right there, so I kind of feel like I'm buying a breakout pretty much, with that. It's kind of a breakout pullback, but I'm not really in love with that. I think, that's my reversal. When we break above is my reversal, but, I'm assuming, well, we don't even break above yet. Okay, right there you break above. So I kind of look at that like, a trend maybe going there and there. Yeah, I kind of know that this entry doesn't work. I'm trying to look for reasons why you probably wouldn't enter there other than what I'm seeing as congestion, just kind of like there. And like there. So, it's like a breakout pullback, but when I saw it, something was off about it to me, but, I don't know, maybe that's just I've had a lot of time looking at this stuff. So, but I guess what you do want to see though is with this breakout, you need a little room to these highs, or you need to really pull off this line. But primarily, you would probably want to buy down here. So you get the pullback. That's a second entry long. right off there. It's into that EMA though, and it's not, you're pretty close to the high of this congestion as well. Not a great signal bar. It's like, it's okay, but I'm gonna wait. And then here you get that double test right there. I like that one. And it's good to note, let's go back to this. When this triggered, it didn't close above. It closed back in the range. So that's always a sign. When your trade triggers and then that trigger bar closes back inside of that previous bar, that's a sign. So, and then here we get a nice signal bar, a double test. It's a little bit lower entry. It is still into that EMA, but if we're going to look at this trend line, we're kind of having that leg 1, pull back, leg 2, although leg 2 was much smaller. But when I saw this, I thought that was a good trade. That's probably a better spot. And I would also look for a measured move, maybe this leg. It's leg 1, and maybe we have a leg 2 somewhere up there. So maybe my second contract or third contract, I'd have it waiting up there in case we go the distance. And we do. We do go the distance. So that's good. And then there is a trend. See off this turn down? There's a trend working up right through there. And on this side, it's not as crisp, but you can see it holds. So I say there's a trend kind of right there. So now we can work that trend line. You get a reversal pattern right there. This is interesting actually, because if I'm to do a micro trend because of this reversal pattern, let's see where we end up. So we need to just be careful. I don't know if I'm looking to go short right into my trend line and all this type of stuff, but let's see if this has a breakout retest. Kind of, kind of broke out on the screen bar, went lower, kind of pulling back. I'd be sitting on my hands for the most part. I mean, today was all sitting on your hands, but it's interesting how that kind of played out. Pull back. Now you get that push up. See if we get a higher low. Oh, see, you do get kind of the look of it. You got that move. Look at that. One leg, pull back, 2 legs, and now it looks like it's going to kind of reverse to test these lows. So that could be an entry for sure. And then you get a higher low here. Everything is kind of sideways. See all that stack up on those bars? I'm not in love with that, so you just got to wait. That eventually does push a little higher. And if you look off this trend line, you have a second entry short, but the context of the market right now is probably long only. So I would wait. I'd wait to go long for sure. Or yeah, I wouldn't go short. I'd wait for a long. And that one reverses. And you get a push, but that's like 12:30. So, all day today, there's 3 trades, and 2 of them are pretty sketch. So, that's what I saw today. It's because of the holidays, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break. People are vacay. They're not going to be trading the same. So, good week to just study, sim trade, chill, enjoy your life. Be back next week for sure, and things will be back to normal. But that's what we saw today. And if we get enough movement tomorrow, I'll probably do a video. But until then, I will see y'all later. Peace.